People will lie. You'll ignore it. People will cheat. You'll pretend you're okay. The same people will walk away. You'll beg them to stay. Then one day you'll stop waiting on them to change and wonder when you fell in love with pain and make love with dysfunction. I think I had my son at an early age so I could learn the act of courage very early for such a time as this, because I think that a lot of people get to borrow my voice while they're still waiting to give a voice to their own pain. In the car on the way to New York with my best friend Stacy, and I look over and I'm like, can you even believe this? Like, that some kind of way through all of our ratchet and foolishness, that like people are now being inspired by my life and our connection and our sisterhood. And you know, like, who would have thought that we would have ended up here? And we both died laughing.
Today, going with Sarah to the Today Show, it was a dream come true for her. Everything that she has worked for and everything that she has ever wanted is now right there at her fingertips. And to know that someone you love's dream is that close for them, it's beautiful.
It was incredible to think that these professionals, these people who have been doing this for years and years and years, saw something in me. It was such affirmation that God has called me for such a time as this to be a voice and to be respected, not just among my generation, but people who really know when they hear truth and hear authenticity. I knew that I wanted to be with God and I wanted to in some way kind of fit in ministry, and so I told my dad, well, what I'll do is I'll go to college. I'm gonna study accounting because I wanna be the CPA at the Potter's House. I met a boy, and you know, anyone who's met that one boy, and you know, and I dropped out of school. And my parents have a very strict go to school or go to work policy. Like, there's no way around it, okay? I don't know what they think we do at home. My father's like, I get up and go to work, you get up and go to work. You're going to work or you're going to school. Those are your only options. So when I dropped out of school, I was, you know, like grown, and I'm not going to move back home. And I moved in with my boyfriend. Yes, I was shacking. That's like, y'all still had to get the book, though. I just realized I was giving away. I'm so new at this. I wanted to create a movement and get people who would join with me in sharing their stories to let other people know that they aren't alone and that we're all trying and striving for better versions of ourselves. I was incredibly grateful for the opportunity to partner with Shea Lux to present these webisodes. Then they also threw in a celebrity hairstylist, Chris Kurse, for me to use. I was so excited, and then I realized that I had a hometown stylist who may feel like this could be a little bit of a betrayal. I appreciate you taking time to talk with us.
Oh, for sure.
So literally it was just a few years ago, 3 years ago, when I met Paris, and she's been doing my hair ever since.
Sarah has been a great movement for herself and for the book, and so many young ladies look up to her, and just to be attached to that makes me happy. It was never work to me.
During the time that she was doing my hair, we, you know, shared moments, and I started blogging, and so I told her about the blog, and I would read blogs to her and just telling her like about this journey. And as the blog kind of began to really gain attention, I told her, you know, if you keep doing my hair, keep sticking with me, you know, like, we're gonna go places. And I was just talking, right, though?
I have to say I was absolutely impressed and amazed at Sarah's desire and commitment to wanting to keep her core team intact, and really her concern for Paris's feelings.
So I'm excited about this opportunity to partner with Shea Lux and all of the exciting opportunities that could venture from here.
It's just a privilege to even work with a brand that is conscientious about using quality
ingredients in the product. So I think it's the perfect match. I love it.
Love, love, love. Group hug.
Group hug.
Yay!
Even though she's young, she has a lot to say, and the Spirit of God is definitely on her life. It's a new generation of people that have been hurt, and they need that type of healing, and they need to know that, you know, grace is out there, that love is out there, and it's definitely life-changing.
I cannot imagine the pressure of being a preacher's daughter, and nobody knows that pressure more than Sarah Jakes, daughter of the celebrity preacher, T.D. Jakes.
So we're in the Morning Joe Green Room right now, and I'm joined by Sarah Jakes. We all know Sarah's dad, who is the mega church bishop, T.D. Jakes, and you have now written a book. It is called Lost and Found, and I really love the title because it resonates with me personally, because I've been through some personal experiences, but you put pen to paper here to talk about what it was like growing up as a young woman with your father, the influences on your life, but explain how you wanted to come to this meeting, Lost and Found, and write this book.
Well, I started a blog, and the most pivotal point in my marriage, my husband actually had someone pregnant, and I had all of these emotions and trying to determine how I really got there to this point in my life. And so people kept telling me on my blog, you're so transparent, you're so transparent. Within 3 months, it had over 1 million hits. And so I wasn't really being transparent, though, because they didn't know my situation. They just knew what that situation was teaching me. And so Lost and Found is my opportunity to really be as transparent as they claim. These last few days in New York, I got to own my walk and my journey in a way that made me proud. I think this week was the first week I really felt proud of myself. Like, look how far you've come. Look at the lives that are changed because you answered God's call. Dear God, please order my steps, then give me the strength to take them and courage to never look back. Signed, Moving Forward. I'm gonna have to get a job. I'm gonna have to learn how to pay some rent and pay some bills, and I need some money fast. And she told me, well, I know where you can make some money really fast, but you're not gonna be able to use your last name when you apply for the job. So first strip club I go to apply for a job, I walk in and see a deacon from the church. See?
Feel my heart getting stronger.